Good evening, Facebook. It's Mel here. How is everybody doing? I don't even know if I'm seeing anybody because I've got my phone on a different view. This is all new. So I'm just going to load up the Feel Fab OMG group and see if there's anybody there chatting along with us, because typically what I would do at the start of doing a live is play my little show reel, because what that does is it starts to pop things up into people's timelines and it gets them knowing that the stream is live and that there's somebody here, and it gives people a chance to join. So for those of you who've never been on StreamYard before, thank you for being here. You might notice at the top of the stream, oh, there's lots of people joining now. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Sorry I'm late. I'll explain why in a minute. But for those of you who've never been on StreamYard before, at the top of the stream, you'll see, please allow Facebook access to StreamYard, or the other way around. I'm going to find it in my group now if I can get the thing to load. What that allows us to do is it allows us to see who we're speaking to. Oh, 1 minute 11. It allows us to see who we're speaking to, instead of it popping up as Facebook user. So if you do see that, please do hit that button and it will just, you tick a box and then it'll bring you straight back, and then I'll know who it is that you are. So give me a hi, tell me who's with me. I'm just trying to load it on my laptop as well because I don't always see the user. So thank you for joining us this evening. Apologies I'm late. I said I was going to be going live tonight at 8:30. And the lady that I'm going live with and having a little, just a dead chilled out chit chat with tonight is Helen Evans. Now, the reason I've asked Helen if she would like to come in here and be a guest for us is because Helen has been a guest facilitator in Studio MG since we opened in May. So she did her first macrame workshop back in June, and she has done one in June, one in July, and there's another one coming up in August. I know there's a lot of people who keep saying that they're really interested in doing this. So I thought, why not invite Helen to come and chat live here with me? Hey, Carly, yay, we've got, see, perfect example. Thank you, Carly. Nice for you to be here. So this is what I mean when I say it pops up with your name and your picture. So it basically grabs your Facebook picture and puts it on here. So yeah, I asked Helen if she would meet me this evening at 8:30. And then my darling boy, Freddie, decided he was going to cut all of his dummies up tonight. So that's what he's done. So, of course, bedtime was a little bit of a different story. But anyway, I'm not going to keep you waiting for too much longer because I've got a very special lady waiting backstage and I'm going to do her drum roll now. Oh, we've got some more. Hello, lovely. Who is this? Who is here? Hi, Claire. How are you, my darling? Nice to have you here. Who else is here? We have another comment. I can't see who it is. It's gone again. Thank you for being here. Claire Stubbington is also here, my master creator of all of the merch. Thank you, Claire. We've got a hey, honey. I can't see the comments on my Facebook yet because it's a little bit delayed. But let me bring the very special Helen into the stream. Here she is. Hello, Helen.
Hello. That's a lovely introduction. Thank you very much.
My absolute pleasure. So thank you so much for gifting us some of your time this evening. And look at those beautiful creations that I spy in the background. Oh, wow. So we're here to chat about your macrame workshops, but please, Helen, would you give a little introduction to you? Tell us who you are and why you love macrame and whatever you want to share.
Okay, so yes, I started doing macrame again, I think it was last year. I used to do it back in the 70s, and then it was all pot hangers. But it's not all about pot hangers now. There's a lot more goes on. Anyway, my background is in floristry. I had a shop for 25 years. So I've always loved creating. And then I went from the shop and got into a bit of bookkeeping, and bookkeeping is not very creative. So I needed something to be creative about. And I just happened to see a pot hanger. And I thought, oh, I remember being able to do them. I'll give that a go. So that led from one pot hanger to, well, what else can I do? So I looked on YouTube and found an array of things. started making angels and dream catchers and the trees of life. And then people were saying to me, oh, you should do a macrame workshop. I'm self-taught on the macrame, and it looks difficult, but at the end of the day, it's just knots. And once you can get your head around that, it really is simple to do. So I have a friend who I spoke to yesterday, and I didn't realise. So we've been friends for a long, long time, over 30 years. And she's tried knitting, she's tried crocheting, and she saw what I was doing with macrame. And she's quite an artistic person. Came to the house, her and her daughter, visiting, and we'd planned a craft day. So I taught her how to do it. And then, you know how time goes on, and we hadn't spoken to each other. And she said to me yesterday, I found it. I found what I can do. And she's gone on from one, we must have been a couple of hours, a few hours maybe. And she's gone on from there on her own, doing the, looking up tutorials on YouTube and making dream catchers and the trees of life. And they're going to a festival in a couple of weeks, her daughter and her little granddaughter, and she's made bucket hats for them and things.
Out to do macrame.
I think they're out of macrame. I'm going to see her on Friday, so I'm going to get some pictures off her. But she's been having a go at doing all sorts. So
that's amazing.
As I say, macrame isn't all about just pot hangers. There's all sorts. So I'll let you lead me through now, and you say where you want to go from here, Mel.
Well, I've just got to say, I love the fact that you recognised as well that when you were doing the bookkeeping, it wasn't making your heart sparkle the same way as the creative stuff was. So this often we find ourselves going down these paths, don't we? And we feel like there's something pulling us from within going, why are you doing that? And you need something in your life to make you feel like a bit of excitement, a bit of like sense of satisfaction and that accomplishment and achievement, which we don't always get from some of the things that we do, but we choose these different activities within our lives. So then we go back to the things that make us feel good inside, those feel fab activities. And clearly this is one for you. So you said that there's lots more than there's just pot hangers, and we can see that there's some creations behind us. So can you show us a few of your
I'll start off with the little one, which is the angel that everybody I think can see, which is what we did in our first class.
Beautiful. I have got one of these, but mine's in the studio. You made me that last year, didn't you?
Yes. And then we did something similar to this on our second workshop, which you'll all have seen in the picture.
In the picture behind, in the backdrop.
Yes. And I've actually attached a crystal to this one.
Gorgeous. Claire's saying, love that.
Yes. So then
that's so beautiful.
Oops, I'll leave that there. So then, and with the angels as well, you know, they can be all different colours.
Oh wow. Oh, so they're creative, aren't they?
Yeah, you don't have to have the same colour. You have different colours. And then so this is a pentagram that I've done as a dream catcher.
Lovely.
That's the first time I've done one of those.
Oh my gosh, you see, and I think this is really important as well for you to say that. The people who've come to your workshop so far, they're beginners, aren't they?
Absolute beginners.
Absolute and they created these things.
They created the angel, they did the dream catcher, and this time they wanted to make this.
I'm going to be doing that.
That's what you're going to be doing. And that's why I gave the choice of colours.
Lovely. And Amelia is going to come with me as well.
Yes,
Amelia would like to do light grey, please.
Excellent. Well, I'll get a list of what everybody wants to do and make sure I've got the colours they want. Right. So this is actually a grey one in a smaller version, but that's a light grey one.
Nice.
Now, I'm being serious here. For anybody that can hear me, I this is serious, this now. This, if you can make this, okay?
Yeah.
You're some way to making this.
What?
Seriously. You know, these knots here
yeah,
are what are in this one. Okay?
Oh my gosh.
These knots here are the same as this. And these knots are the same. The only different knot is this one, which is a half hitch knot, it's called, going down here, which it's 2 knots to make that.
That is, we've got a wow amazing here from Amy Macrame. Yes, I agree. Yeah. We've got a lot of wows coming up,
and then
aren't they?
Going on from that,
that is a skirt. I can so picture myself wearing that in Ibiza.
Yeah, yeah. And if you didn't like that for Ibiza, then perhaps you'd like to wear something like the top.
Gorgeous. Look at the colour. Look at the colour as well.
I know. You're matching my
look.
And then around the back, again. Yeah.
Oh, it's so pretty. You're so talented. And you
again, these knots here, which you could wear this if you had like a bikini top on and a pair of shorts. Then you could throw that on top. And it would just, you know, like if you were going into
like a bit of a cover over.
Just a bit of a cover over. That's what it is. Now, I've seen these and they're done in dresses, full length dresses. Oh, wow. So if you're out on holiday and you've got a little pair of shorts on and a little top, and say you're in Ibiza and you just want to be a bit more swishy, then that's the dress for it. Yeah. We've
got some more comments. Sue Allen saying amazing.
Thank you.
Some fantastic. We've got a question. Bex is saying, can you dye the natural cord? So you've dyed it. Is that like a dip dye effect then? Yeah, ombre.
Like an ombre. Yeah.
Nice. So I gather the answer is yes then.
Yes. I've just pinched this from inside the house because I've got dark blue walls.
Right.
So I've got this pale one hanging.
Lovely.
And then didn't get these out.
There's just so much, isn't there?
Oh yes. It's never ending. Oh, now this, but you'd have to be teeny tiny for this. This is the first little top I made, but you would have to be so teeny tiny. Can you see?
Oh yeah.
Can you see that?
Oh, but that's pretty, isn't it? With the beads in it as well.
Yeah, but again, you know, like say like Amelia, if she had a swimming costume on, it's not to wear instead of it.
Yeah, you could put it over the top.
Yeah, with a pair of shorts.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. I'm looking for anyway, I was looking for some other pot hangers like these, but they would this is like the natural colour that this came, but I did dip dye some of these with the blue as well.
Ah, right. So you can get lots of different coloured cords, which I've seen because you've sent them to us to look for the next workshop for us to pick our own, but also you can dye them, which is brilliant, isn't it? So I used to love doing cross stitch and stuff when I was younger, and I've been talking about it quite a bit recently. It's just that it gives you that moment of like you've got to really concentrate, don't you? So it kind of like the other noise goes out of your head.
Absolutely.
It really encourages mindfulness because
absolutely
you're concentrating and focusing on the task in hand. So what kind of feedback do you get from people who come?
They're amazed that they can do it, to be honest. When they saw the angel, they were like, nah, that's not happening. And they all went home with one. Yes, it was happening. And then the second one, they were like, oh, you know, and yes, they were getting frustrated with some of the knots. I did, as I say, I did this one the other day. Sorry, talking away from you. I did this one the other day, and I had the idea that I would put the pentagram, the the cord for the pentagram, and
Yeah.
I would then go over it, putting the knots on. I made so many mistakes because I was out of my comfort zone of how I normally do it. I had to keep undoing it and going back and doing it. So it can be frustrating. But now I've done another one, and I did the whole thing, and then I've attached it on after, and that was a much better way of doing it.
Oh, there you go. And practice means progress, doesn't it?
Exactly. One thing I will say is, when you were saying about mindfulness, when I was doing floristry, when you're doing a lot of wired work for weddings and things, so you have all these wires. Can you see them? Thin wires.
Oh yeah, the really fine wires.
That you use for. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be showing it.
Yeah,
but you can
see it. Yeah.
Which that.
Yes.
There,
yeah.
Like
got
that.
it.
Yeah. So you use these for ivy leaves, for flowers. So you wire the ivy leaf, and then you tape it with the green wire.
Yeah.
And we used to do probably 250 of these leaves on a Thursday, ready to put onto buttonholes the following day.
Wow.
And I would stand there, and Joan, that worked with me, she used to say, I don't know how you can do that, because she was so impatient. And I said, I find it so therapeutic that everything I didn't, my mind was gone. There wasn't anything going on. And that's what I find with the macrame. When you're on your own and you're doing it, you suddenly think, where's the time gone?
Yeah.
It just goes, because it's like a meditation. It is like a mindfulness.
Yeah. And that's what you get out of these things. And people start when I'm doing lashes, and things, because of the concentration that's required, it allows you to focus on that moment. So everything from the past that's making noise in your head, or you're fretting about stuff in the future, it kind of all melts away, doesn't it? Because you don't have that opportunity to think about all the other stuff, because you're concentrating on this, and it allows you to develop that as a skill. Because when you can find joy in those moments, and everything that's new can be frustrating at times, but that's how we learn, isn't it? And it's that
definitely.
growth mindset stuff. Amelia and her friends were doing this 5 challenge. I think Jasper might have done it perhaps in school.
Yes, he did.
They were given that £5, and then they could like magnetize it, try to do what they could with that first initial investment of £5. So I said to them, how about learning to do friendship bracelets? And I was teaching them all the old knots that I used to do with friendship bracelets. And when I was showing them, at first I was getting all Fingleton thumbs, but then when you get back in the zone and you get used to it and you start to get in the flow, then you kind of feel that sense of achievement. And then at first, when you start, it can feel like a massive mountain to climb, can't it? But then as you get in further along, and you break it down. But then all of a sudden, it's like you realise how far you've come. And then it's that little win if you go, oh my gosh, I've done this. And it's like, it's the same with me with a set of lashes. I can be looking at someone with like 150 lashes on their eyelid going, oh my God, these lashes are taking ages to build. And then all of a sudden something clicks and they're starting to look beautiful. And I'm thinking I cannot wait for them to open their eyes, because they are going to absolutely bloody love these. And it's just a gorgeous feeling to have. Somebody's commented here, all amazing. I've just been learning how to do this. I make jewellery, but what you do is stunning. This is the gorgeous Claire Gallagher. Hi, Claire.
Brilliant.
So Claire is the lovely lady who made all of our bracelets for us. So
Lovely.
the OMG Fabulous bracelets. So this is the one with the clear quartz and the rose quartz, and there's also the little white love heart. So that's cool, Claire, that you're learning how to do this.
The jewellery that you can do is amazing. I also had a go at you can do, let me find it. So you can also do this with macrame, which is on a board. So you have all this, and you go across. Now my niece is amazing at doing these.
Really?
She does. This is supposed to end up to be the Liverpool emblem.
Oh,
So
wow, I
she's
can see the
done,
top of the wings.
yeah. So she's done Liverpool, Everton, not sure what else. She does pictures as well with the
Oh, how
Macrame. So
fabulous.
you'd love that with loving the needlework. But she could do one of these probably in a week.
Right.
I can't tell you when I started doing that, but it doesn't grow quick enough for me. So the jewelry is gorgeous, but I'm a bit impatient and I'm desperate to have a go at doing the jewelry. But I'm just thinking, perhaps I'll wait till the winter nights and then do it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So you were saying about durations and times. So I know your workshops are 3 hours long.
yes.
So in the angel workshop, they all managed to make that angel in 3 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, and the same with the dream catcher, thereabouts.
The dream catcher, we went over a little bit
Yeah.
because, well, I think we were just having a good time, to be honest. I think
There you go.
I think if I'd have been a bit stricter, we would have finished sooner. But
Yeah.
I'm just like, everybody's there to enjoy themselves, feel relaxed, and it's so lovely because the ladies that are coming there, they are feeling relaxed and they are enjoying it, and they're saying how much they enjoy it. Just one other quick little thing to show you before we go.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't love those on their Christmas tree?
Oh, let's see it. Oh my God, a gonk.
Yeah.
No. Oh man, they're ace. They're
And,
absolutely fab.
you know,
Oh, Sandra Pierce is here. Sandra's saying she wants to join.
Oh,
yeah, can you come on the 26th, Sandra? Come along.
These, you know, like Amelia and her friends.
Yeah.
How lovely would they be to make as gifts for their friends?
Yes.
And it's
indeed.
It's the same with any of this macrame. I mean, you could make 3 of those in different colours, or you could make one of those, and something else, and just give it as a Christmas gift to a friend.
Oh, I think you've just sorted out some of our Christmas presents.
Yeah, you don't have to spend a fortune on doing it. And the other thing as well, if somebody comes to a workshop, like I said about my very good friend Sam, she had 1 lesson with me.
Yeah.
So if you invest in that lesson, that's not to say that you have to invest in that lesson every month. You might come 1 month, decide to have a go from home, and then another month they go, I wouldn't mind making that, and come a different. It hasn't.
Yeah.
One.
Oh,
oops.
I lost you.
Yeah. You don't have to come to every one, and you may come to one and, you know, think, well, now I'm going to go and I'm going to go on YouTube and things like that. I see this as giving people a starting point to what they want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, and a lot of people are busy. So the way I look at this class as well is that for somebody that wants to do the macrame, they can come for 3 hours. Everything's there ready for them. They haven't had to think about ordering the cord. They don't have to worry about whether it's the right cord. And that's another thing I cover is all the different cords. And I try to save you not making the mistakes that I made by getting the wrong cord for the wrong thing, if that helps.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course it does. So literally, people come to your class with themselves. They rock up.
Yeah.
And they don't need to bring anything.
No. Only themselves and a big smile and a sense of humour.
Yes, that always helps, doesn't it? Always helps. Well, it looks like Sandra Pierce can, so that's good.
Brilliant.
Sandra's going to be coming along, which is wonderful. So your next class is on Saturday, 26th of August.
Yes.
Yeah, 10 till 1.
1.
Yeah, and we're going to be making that beautiful wall hanging that you've just shown us. And there are a selection of colours as long as people have put their order in soon enough.
As long as they let me know. I would need to know by Thursday. We're on Monday today.
Yeah, so Thursday, the 17th.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be great. And then they'll give me a chance to get it. Or, you know, I have got some colours here. Different colours, but probably not enough of what people would want. So I'm, you know, I need to get some more in, buy some more stock, which I love doing. I love buying
it's always exciting. That's always exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I think from all you have shared, I know that I'm certainly feeling even more inspired and excited about doing
Good.
this. And I know that there's so many people who feel like they want to do these things, but they don't often like schedule them into their diaries or something, you know. So
Yeah.
I really hope that by us sharing this now, they get a taster of what to expect
Yeah.
with coming and booking onto one of your workshops. And do you think you're going to continue doing one a month? What's your plan?
If there's the demand for it, I would love to do it, because I love macrame. I love doing macrame, and I actually enjoy teaching people to do things. When I had the flower shop, when I was a florist, I'd qualified, and then the majority of the people that came to work in the shop, a couple of them went on to college because they wanted to get theology, but some of them didn't. They just wanted to be florists. So I trained them all within the shop, and I enjoyed that aspect of it, of the one-to-one and the training, which is, I know there's, there could be 8 of us, 10 of us in the studio, but it's still an intimate class, isn't it, to teach?
It's nice, that number, isn't it? Wonderful. And clearly you're doing an amazing job, because I've seen the creations that people are coming out with and the fact that people are rebooking to come on. So they clearly love the fact, like you said, people might come once, then they might go off and then do it at home themselves, or they might like that environment, and also that opportunity to keep on building on those skills and keep on trying new things. So it's a brilliant and amazing thing that you offer, and I'm just so thrilled that you've chosen
once they've
the studio.
met me, thank you. I'm so thrilled that you've got your studio to be there. The other thing as well, once they've been and they've met me, if they didn't come to another class, they still know me. They can still ask me questions. They can still ask advice. I'm not, I'd still be there to help them.
Oh, that's so kind. And you are such a kind person with a lovely, gorgeous, sparkly heart. Thank you so much. I'm going to let you get back to your family now. And I'm going to go and check that Freddie's still asleep.
Oh, thank you for the opportunity, Mel. Bye, everybody.
My pleasure. Thank you. And I'll see you very soon.
Okay.
Thanks, Helen.
Right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.